The Van Halen tour was a high point. It was exactly like touring with a band like that you would hope it would be. It was loads of partying, and it was all out of hand, and it was like Caligula at some points. And but no one got hurt, more or less. And you know, I've got a picture of me stood on stage with Eddie jamming away, and that's quite special, you know.
Had some good nights out with old Eddie.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Since the other ones are going to be really serious, why don't we just recount some drinking stories?
Yeah.
You know,
We got a bit carried away in Europe, it has to be said.
we've done a particularly fine gig at Wembley.
So when we played Wembley Arena, that was probably the highlight for us.
I was totally sober that night because I was driving and I was sat out on the mixing desk, and suddenly at the end of Van Halen's set when they were doing You Really Got Me, Sammy Hagar starts pulling people out of the audience for, oh, he's pulling some geeks out of the audience, you know, they're right out of Pratt's, look at him, you know.
During You Really Got Me, they dragged us up onto the stage and sort of gave us a gear and played along. So there's me and Eddie and Alex sort of jamming away, you know.
Oh shit, it's the rest of the band. I was so embarrassed. It's like walking in, you know when you walk in a pub at 10:30 and everybody's totally pissed and you're completely sober. It was that kind of feeling, you know. And I was out the mixing desk sort of hiding.
One day we'll be here doing it on our own, and then maybe, just maybe, someone will listen to me. Listen to me, somebody! Please! All I want is a bit of recognition. I can't talk anymore, I'm sorry. No, I can't do it.
What was Eddie like as a guy? Was he a pretty normal guy, or...?
Yeah, it was great. You know, you'd sort of turn up for the sound check and he'd sit in your dressing room and he'd be there sort of playing his guitar and you'd sort of go, oh, just do us that bit from Hot for Teacher. And he'd be like, oh, yeah, shit, yeah, you know, and he'd like rightly out for you. And it was amazing.
He was in our dressing room all the time. It was
So you couldn't get rid of him.
No.
Fucking nightmare.
No, we were having a drink with Eddie, weren't we?
Yeah.
And I looked at Mark and he just said to me, he goes, oh shit, like this. And his eyes went right up inside his head and I just saw like whites of his eyes. And he fell backwards against this door like a tree like this. And he hit the door about here. The door flung open and it was locked. And he smacked his head against his fridge and he was lying there like this, blood pouring down his nose.
The funny thing was...
And Eddie thought he'd killed you, do you know that?
Yeah, he did, he really did.
I'm so tired, tired of waiting, tired of waiting for you. You know I'm so tired, tired of waiting, tired of waiting for you.
I'd just like to interview one of the main riders this evening. Oh dear, there seems to be a rather strange noise there. Mr. Stum, please comment, if you could, very, very concisely and carefully, in the most credible way you can, about what you feel about this evening.
I think it's going to be a great evening, and
Thank you. I interrupt this program to.